Alright, well, I wish the sun sure wasn't shining so brightly, but there we go. We got all the sparge water going through there. We got that coming out. We had to take the lid off because the water suction was coming out. We're keeping a little bit of a couple inches of water above the grain bed all the time, and we have that going, the wort coming out into the pot. It looks really good, nice and amber. She's coming out at a controllable rate. It actually looks a little bit clogged just by the flow rate, so hopefully we get through all this water here. So we'll see in a little bit. Alright, let's check our starter. There's our starter we put in the fridge last night. It's mostly settled out, so we're just going to decant this starter beer. You see on the bottom there's our usable yeast. That's what we're going to do. So all we're going to do is pour it out. I can't video this at the same time, so we're going to pour it out and I'll show you afterwards. Okay, man, I don't know if you can see these lines or not. There they are. Okay, this is asking for a boil over. I had the kegel sitting over there. Problem is I haven't taken the time this week to thread everything in. This is for a 90-minute boil, so it wanted 7.22 gallons. We're probably at 7.1. We're just going to boil it down and see what happens. We're going to be fighting a hot break here like a son of a gun. Okay, we also need to take a starting gravity. So I've already stirred it. You want to stir it up because the stuff that you run off first is obviously going to be heavier than the stuff you run off at the end. But with the tube, it's bottom fed, so the thinner stuff is on the bottom. So you mix it all up. This is too hot for the hydrometer to be accurate. So what I do on this is I stick it in the freezer for a little bit, usually until after hot break. This thing's got a terrible, doesn't really grab a whole lot here. Alright, so we're going to stick this in the freezer, then we're going to start this boil. Alright, she's on. Again, you can leave the pot covered while coming to a boil, but you cannot leave it covered during the boil. Otherwise, you're going to get DMS in the beer. The dimethyl sulfide is in the beer now, but you want to, while you boil it out of the beer. Here's the starter I was talking about. See, we decanted most of that liquid. We just stir it around. It'll warm up as we're brewing, and it'll reach a good temperature to where we can put it in the beer without worrying about any thermal shock. So that's quite a bit of yeast that we have there. It looks real good.